The city of Great Falls has seen its share of beautiful fall colors over the past few weeks, but as the leaves continue to fall, they continue to pile up. And they may not be fun to rake up, but in certain parts of town, the city is there to help. MTN's Owen Skornick-Hayes has more on the Great Falls Leaf Pickup Program.
Well, it's that time of year. The Great Falls Parks and Recreation Department is asking residents around the city to put their leaves out on the curb so that trucks just like this one can come around with crews and pick them up. Every fall, the Forestry Division within Great Falls Parks and Recreation fire up their trucks to clean up piles of leaves left by residents. Though the pickup began Wednesday, it will continue for the next few weeks. Here's how residents living in these neighborhoods can help facilitate cleanup.
We would prefer up on the outer boulevard.
Neatly placed leaf piles along the curbside at minimum 1.5 feet from obstacles like hydrants, trees, and poles, and clear of storm drains. Crews will not complete manual raking this year. New trucks have the ability to be operated via console.
If they're in the gutter, they get froze down, and also they'll clog up the storm sewers. So we want to keep them out of there. Once they get mushed up and froze down, we can't pick them up.
The last windstorm also created hazards for the recently commissioned trucks, which are unable to collect fallen sticks and small branches. The Forestry Division asks that leaves are arranged by 7 a.m. on the morning of your scheduled pickup day.
No sticks, no garden waste, no pet waste. We can't pick them up because we risk plugging our machines. And then if we plug them machines up, then we're down for a few hours unplugging them.
Cars should also be moved from the curb on day of scheduled cleaning.
When you get the piles out there, that this is a 2-ton truck pulling a trailer. It's not like, we can zip into a tight spot.
The Streets Division will follow up a couple of days later to complete the cleaning process. An interactive map will also be available on the Great Falls Parks and Recreation homepage, where residents can see which streets have been cleaned. From Great Falls, Owen Skornick-Hayes, MTN News.
For more details on when and where the city leaf collection will take place, you can visit krtv.com. The Great Falls Animal Shelter has reached a milestone in animal welfare. Recently, the facility announced it achieved and maintained no-kill status for 2023. MTN's James Rowland visited the shelter to learn more from leaders about what this recognition means.
This is Chief. Chief has been given a new lease on life due to the animal shelter's dedication to saving every animal that they can. And that dedication has resulted in a recent award.
So the big thing that this award says is that we don't euthanize for length of stay or space whenever possible. So no-kill status within the United States is kind of this ambient word that just sort of flies out there that people know about, but they don't really understand.
To get this status, a shelter must have at least a 90% live outcome rate. The Great Falls Animal Shelter's rate is about 95%.
For us, the rest of the animals that come in have extreme behavior or extreme health issues, and so it is better for that animal to let them go over the Rainbow Bridge.
They use creative means to find homes for the animals.
Whether that be through adoption, foster care, working with transfer partners to get them to a place that they may be more adoptable, all of those sorts of things to make sure that they are getting the very best chance that they can at a second chance. On any given day, it may be that we run a flash adoption event because we're getting to the point that we are going to have to start making tough decisions that we don't want to make. So we would rather adopt animals out for free and get them into a home and take the loss on that income than to euthanize an animal. We have several transfer partners throughout the state, and different animals get adopted at different rates in different places, which sounds very weird. But for us, square-headed animals like pit bulls, that sort of thing, seem to adopt better than like cattle dogs. But if we have a partner down in Dillon, Montana, where they have a lot of farmers and ranchers, they want working dogs. And so cattle dogs do better there. So oftentimes we'll trade with them.
While the award recognizes the hard work of the Great Falls Shelter, it also opens up some doors.
But it does open up some opportunities for additional grant money. It opens up a lot of doors for additional donations to try and help pay for some of the other things that we've got happening here at the shelter that aren't necessarily covered by our budget.
If those in the community want to help, even without adopting, they can volunteer or foster animals as well.
In Great Falls, I'm James Rowland, and this is Chief, MTN News.